Every single day, tens of thousands of Australians pass by Sydney City Hall, which is great. It's a beautiful building, and no one pays any difference to it. But when we look at the building, something looks off when we look at it originally. Still standing in Australia today, we have the Australian Post Office, which attracts over 500,000 visitors annually. Inside and outside this building, never thinking anything would be off or odd about this building. But when we look at a building after it's been constructed, something seems a little out of place. Something doesn't seem to add up. But every day, of course, we have the St. Mary's Cathedral in Sydney, Australia, which attracts over 1.2 million parishioners every year to this church. Then back home they would go. But when we look at this building, something looks awfully out of place when we see it here. Was this constructed uniquely, specifically, right? What we're seeing is evidence of buildings that are passed by here, such as the Queen Victoria building, which every month has almost 50,000 tourists. But these individuals really would have no idea, because I'm sure they don't have this picture inside on the wall, because when the building was new, it certainly looked very old now, didn't it? In Sydney, Australia, in the 1800s, the Crystal Palace was constructed in 1861 for the Sydney International Exposition at Hyde Park. As we know, the World's Fairs, international expositions worldwide, built temporary buildings, except sometimes, for this case of example, this building did not have that limitation of a temporary building. So they built this to last. And it did last for years, up until 1882, when we see the nod to the powers in 1882 that the palace did catch fire in a conflagration. And we always ask, was this building under renovation at the time of the fire and destruction of the building? Well, yes, it also answers that question to be true. Always under renovation. The palace in its matched size, pure vastness, and the sheer destruction of it. We have more photography evidence cataloging of the destruction of these buildings than of the creation of them, of course. What kind of weaponry technology laid this stuff out, right? And who cleaned up after? And a bonus here in the video from Sydney, Australia. This is the Piermont Incinerator that was built in the early 1900s